What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. This is the post-match reaction for Maccabi Tel Aviv. I was wondering what you were doing, and then I just realised you're imaginarily spinning a ball. Flipping idiot.
Win the sign ball.
Right. Anyway, right. Anyone that hasn't watched this channel, you'll have no idea what that is. But basically, Gary usually has this signed football that he spins at the start. And so he's just doing that. But he's in a different room today. But this is the post-match reaction from Maccabi Tel Aviv. Aston Villa winning 2-0 on Thursday, the 6th of November.
Remember.
Let's just jump straight into it. Well, everyone, you got the link in the description for the competition. You got the QR code down here.
Like and subscribe and hype.
Hype, all that stuff. A bit of a weird game. I was watching. I mean, I didn't go because I was coming back from Portugal. I didn't get home until 8 o'clock. But it was a bit of a strange feel. It felt like a youth match or something when I was watching on TV.
Yeah. There was lots of empty seats, but I didn't go, and that was at the request of my wife and daughter. Really, they didn't feel safe with the process that was going on, and in hindsight, probably should have gone, but at the same time,
I think it was okay. Yeah, apparently it was all right. I think there was some arrests and stuff, but
yeah, there was bound to be something, wasn't there? I didn't. There was too many variables in and around the ground that could have gone wrong for me, and it could have kicked off big time. Thankfully, it didn't, and it looks like everyone pretty much got home safely. Let us know in the comments if you went and if there was any trouble and stuff. A couple of people that follow us on TikTok messaged me and said, oh, it's been okay and I've got home safe and all that kind of stuff. So that was really good to hear. But yeah, I think it killed the atmosphere a little bit. The game felt completely flat up until probably the last 10 minutes, and then I started to hear the halt. But I don't know. A couple of people said there was chants being sung in the ground that the TV basically obviously must have turned down. So maybe the atmosphere was, I think some of them, I don't know exactly what said. And that might just be bullshit. Obviously, that was a couple of people on X and whatever. So it could be just
usual places
stirring the pot.
Yeah. But if you were at the game, let us know in the comments. How was the atmosphere? Was it better than it sounded on TV? Because yeah, it was pretty dire. But we took a while to get going.
Mate, I'm going to go straight in. Rant incoming. Why the fuck do we play so slowly against the low block? It makes it so fucking easy for them. And you allow teams to get a foothold. How we were not 1-0 down before we scored, I'll never know. Right? Because that chance that Tel Aviv had, that he hit at Martinez, by the way.
All he needed to do was open his body, right? Like he basically hit it at Martinez. Yeah, it was
so
weird.
It's not a good save. It's just hit at him. Like it's like, if that goes in, it's a different game. But we open ourselves to vulnerability like that because we don't play quick enough. And I'm sorry, but Lindelof is why have we signed him, mate? He's slower than Pau Torres. So we had Pau Torres and Lindelof, right? And both of them were turned towards our own goal and looked like they were going to have their pants pulled down and finger blasted by a Tel Aviv player. It was absolutely shocking.
What an image! What an image! Freaking Pau Torres and Lindelof being finger blasted by Tel Aviv. God's sake!
I apologise for the kids watching, but it's not for kids. This. So yeah, I'm just a little bit. I'm not frustrated because I think overall it was a professional performance, and I thought second half we dominated. But against better teams, right, and we know that in the Europa League now. Right, I was looking at after the game, looking at the list of teams that are in that. If we don't win this fucking thing, mate, the hardest challenge we've got is probably Forest if they even qualify. Right,
Roma,
look, right, mate, they're lingering down. I know they beat Rangers yesterday, but they don't look great. And I know it was pre-season, but we smashed them pre-season. And I'm not saying that's obviously a different entity, but I just think we've got to target it, but we cannot continue to play that slowly. The tempo has to be raised, and we did it in parts yesterday. But for 45 minutes in that first half, I thought, fucking hell, glad I haven't gone. I'd be fucking frustrated. The atmosphere's shit, and we're playing absolutely wank. We might as well have been with the young boys at the Wankdorf Stadium. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking just not good. But then the positives, I thought Rodgers looked great again. He was a real handful. There's a couple of times where he bulldozed his way through to the penalty area. Again, the worrying thing for me is the lack of end product in the final third. Got into some great positions. And Marlon did as well. Very direct, but a couple of wayward shots. But for me, the standout performance of last night was Ian Maatsen. I thought he was absolutely brilliant.
I thought he was very good. And obviously, you've been calling for him for a little while, and you've been singing his praises and stuff. And I thought he was very good. Mate, that finish when he scored that goal, I was literally watching it going. Well, I watched it and I was like, oh, it's just hit the side netting or whatever it's done. Like he hasn't. And then I was just like, it's in the net. And then I think I messaged the group going, is there a hole in the net or something? It looks like it's gone through the side of the goal.
Mate, it was an unbelievable finish. And actually, little bit of luck because he connects with it really well. And the keeper comes out big like that. And the ball literally goes just misses his arm by about an inch. Right. And it's a brilliant finish.
Goes in, doesn't it?
But what I loved about that goal, like I did a TikTok watch along yesterday to it, and I was kind of describing as the ball was being played, right? And I could see the passage of play, and like Sancho, right, back to Rodgers, Maatsen make the run, and he makes it, and the ball from Rodgers is absolutely brilliant. But the finish is exceptional. Honestly, it's a thing of beauty. I've watched it over and over again, and yeah, I think it probably. Yeah, I think it made the game probably comfortable. We probably should have won by more. But the good news is, mate, I don't care because I got my score prediction right. I predicted 2-0.
I predicted 2-0. What, in finality?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I saw everyone else had done 3, and I was like, I just can't see it scoring 3 goals.
No. Mate, I just thought with the lack of atmosphere, with the lack of, I thought we'd win the game, and we probably should have scored more than 3. But I'll take it. I think it's a professional job done. Like I say, I thought second half we did dominate. They had one chance that Emmy saved. So again, but that was down to the shocking lack of pace from Lindelof. Watch it, the chance it's created. Oh my God, the guy just runs past him like he's not even there. It's like, mate, what are you doing? Like, and then they moved him to centre back, and he was even worse. I was just like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I don't see how against any Premier League team he can play. I think he will be exposed.
He can only play if it's not against any kind of reminiscence of pace. Like if it's somebody who's going to be more like physical.
Well, mate, he made Matty Cash look like an absolute fucking world class right back. Like it was a bit concerning. But again, the other one that goes for plaudits, mate. And I'm running out of superlatives. And my only hope is that we pin this guy's ass to the wall and never let him leave. Is Konza. I think he's different bravely.
I'm a bit scared for the next.
Mate, let's face it, he's on the plane to that World Cup. If he plays a significant part for England during that, there's going to be offers for him. It's whether he wants to stay or not, and which makes qualifying for the Champions League and winning the Europa League massive to keep these players. If we're talking
about
right
at the moment, we want to do contract. I think he said he wants to open contract talks as well. So I think he's open to stay, and whether that's just. We open a contract talk and that gives us a bigger fee, and it means we can get. It
means but hopefully he signs a new deal for 5 years, and it just means we get top dollar for him when they do. Because that makes sense, really.
And obviously, the news just came through as well. I don't know if you covered it on the preview. Obviously, John McGinn, signing a new deal, mate. That guy, he's fantastic. There was
thoroughly deserved, mate.
I took a screenshot of something earlier that I saw, and it's like the stats of that guy. Let me just find it. The stats of that guy in terms of like his impact, so like the specific things that he's done, are just off the scale. I can't find it, but it was like the first goals, like the first goal back in the Premier League or something. I can't remember what it was. It was the first goal against Spurs. The running that he's done, or like not just the numbers that he's done, but when the timing of them. He's a big moments man. That is what John McGinn is.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Look, he single-handedly brought us out of shit this year, and he like the first 5 games we looked like dog shit, and he was like, "Nah, fuck this. Right, this is what we've got to do." And a true captain, really, leader. I think it was good to see Konza as captain yesterday, but I think McGinn is the perfect choice for that. And we've obviously split this season. It's not been brilliant, has it, so far? But hopefully things can only get better. And he's been the instigator of that. Without him, God knows where we'd be. So his contract's thoroughly deserved, mate. Remember the debate we had at the start of the season?
When people were like, "Oh, is he starting?" I was like, "Is he good enough?" I'm like, "Mate, don't be silly. John McGinn is absolute quality. Mate, like he's an unsung hero."
But this is what I'm talking about, right? 2.5 million quid from Hibs, a diamond in the rough, a player that is driven to get better and better each year, right? Yeah. And that's what you need. Ollie Watkins, take fucking note, you absolute penis, right? Because again, I'll get onto Ollie in a minute, mate. He came on and ran around a bit, but fucking hell, McGinn played him through, right? No, fucking, we'll get onto it now. And his first touch, right, it's like he's never played football before. Like, I don't understand any kind of pressure. Like, it's whether it, like, I don't understand. Like, so
go on.
In the comparison, when you've got someone like McGinn who knows he's got to up his levels to maintain staying in the squad and being part of it, to someone who basically is our only option and doesn't look like he's worked on his game in 3 seasons. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the same old, same old. So people can come at me and slag me off for having a go at Watkins, but because I always stand by it. I think he's a great player. I think I'll always be respectful of what he's done, and he'll go down in Villa history as our all-time.
That's right. Yeah, people said it in the comments.
No one can tell me that he's good enough for our team where we're trying to go. He's
now,
just not.
No,
yeah,
not now.
No, he was there. He's not now. We need an upgrade.
I mean, that's 5 goals and 31 appearances now. Like, it's not good enough for us.
And that chance shows
plays almost every game.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
this isn't Daniel Marlon minutes, right? Look at Marlon's goals ratio. Like, again, I'd just love to see Marlon get a run of games because he looks such a threat. He gets the ball, he wants to be direct. Like, he steps up for the penalty and smash it. Like, that's how you take it.
That's a pen. That's how you do it. He's the man in his... If we have a pen, sub him on. He's taking the pen.
Like that. So now we turn him into an American football team. He's like, what we got with American owners? Bring the penalty taker on, sub-ref. Like, fucking come on. Like,
by the way, can we just get onto that? Was that a pen?
No. 100% not, mate.
I couldn't see the angle. Now, the only thing that I couldn't tell is whether his knee hit Conser's trailing leg onto his front leg. I couldn't tell from the angle because it was that. Yeah. But I was literally watching that going, this has to be overturned.
Even if it's minimal contact. And like, I understand the referee giving it because in real time, I jumped him down. I was screaming, like, it's a penalty. That's a definite penalty.
Took a while.
And then they showed the replay straight away and I went, oh no, he shipped himself up. Right. And then it goes to VAR and they still give it. Like,
I was bizarre. I couldn't understand that at all.
But ultimately, I'll take it because we were, again, as much as we dominated the second half, we didn't really create.
No.
We didn't create anything until mate.
Are you going to say what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
The man that came on. Oh my God. Right. This is the fact that none of us have been sitting here really going, just wait for Tielemans to come back. Just wait for Tielemans to come back. Because honestly, that ball he played within 20 seconds or something. It was I've watched it. I rewound it and watched it because it was just... Even his corner, even the resulting corner was good.
Yeah, but mate, the reverse pass, even for Watkins, and to be fair to Marlon, it's a good save. He probably should have drilled it on the floor, but it's a good save from the keeper. If that goes in, mate, it's one of the passes of the season. It would have been the assist of the season. And what I loved about Tielemans, and this is what I'm saying, we haven't really spoke about him being gone. Like I always say, it'll be good when he comes back. But you don't know what you're missing. And I know it's just against Tel Aviv, but my word, that guy makes the game look so easy, effortless. Like the things he does, the simple movements away from a player, like the simple balls forward. Fuck, we've missed him, man. And like he was brilliant when he came on. Absolutely brilliant.
Who does he come in for?
I'll put this in my analysis review, mate. The headache for Emery now. Who does he choose?
I really like Bogard.
Bogard had another good game yesterday, both at holding midfield and at right back when he put Lindelof centre back. And then,
Nana's looked all right in games as well. And then Kamara can't be dry. I don't know what. And I don't want to play. I don't want to play 10. I don't want to play 10.
Two fully fit Kamara and Tielemans have to be in those pivot positions for me. It has to. It's horrible headache to have. But the other thing you've got to do, you've got to drop Gesson. I'd drop Gesson in a heartbeat.
When you were talking earlier about can Ollie Watkins play football, I was going to say, speaking of another person that I'm still questioning whether he can play football, is Evan Gesson. Did you hear the commentator? The commentator was like, "Oh yeah, no, he's Emery always has faith in him because he offers something on that right side." I was literally sitting there going, "What are you watching? What are you watching,
mate?" So what was funny? I've defended this guy because I thought pre-Eagles game, I thought he was defence work rate was excellent.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, okay, he's giving cover to Cash, and Cash is playing amazing, so that kind of brings something, right? But going forward, I know he scored against Go Ahead Eagles, but he was awful against Go Ahead Eagles.
Against Go Ahead Eagles, maybe he basically just ran in and just like hit his leg and went in.
Yeah,
like it was
a pure
and he also
fluke.
had about two or three chances or something to bury the game.
Yeah. I mean, he did play a decent pass to Watkins who should have scored that, but it's been very minimal. And against Liverpool, mate, I thought he was awful. He was the worst player on the pitch.
He's had proper minutes.
Yeah, and he's doing what he's doing what he did with Bailey and trying to play him into form. But he was supposed to be an upgrade on Bailey, and I'd rather have Bailey back at this point, even though he's injured for Roma and not playing. But that's fine. So I don't know where you go with that really, because I think you drop them both. I think you incorporate Marlon into that team and play Marlon and McGinn along Rodgers and Watkins up top. He's going to stick with Watkins regardless of what fucking happens. But you've got to get Marlon minutes. I'd love to see. I thought Sancho did okay yesterday as well.
I was about to ask you, what do you think of Sancho?
Yeah, he wasn't brilliant, but what he did, he was lively enough, and
he's direct, isn't he?
He's direct, and I think that Maatsen and his link up could be better. There's a couple of times yesterday, actually, my only criticism of Maatsen was he could have played the ball earlier to Sancho, and we didn't. So in the first half, we just didn't move the ball quick enough, and I was like, you could see the moments there. Go get Sancho on there, get Rodgers on the ball, because when we did. And Rodgers turned and ran. We got in. They were struggling to cope with that physicality, but we didn't do it often enough in the first half. We did it slightly better in the second, and ultimately it was a comfortable 2-0 win. Really, we gifted them the chances. It wasn't them.
One last thing, because I know you haven't got long, so we're gonna have to wrap it up just for this quick post match. Is what do you think to the thought? I think we saw it in the comments on our last video, and I'm kind of like sitting there going, maybe Harvey Elliott again, not involved at all. Do you think Emery's basically going, let's use that money for another striker?
I think he's going to be going back to Liverpool in January. Because it's one thing saying
we're going to get the appearances.
Yeah, it's one thing saying we're going to we're just settling him in and going to use him and wait till January. But it feels like to me that if he goes back in January, that opens up some funds to do some other business. And I very much feel that was a Monchi decision rather than an Emery decision. And I
think Emery wants a player. Emery likes players who can do it now.
Yeah,
and I think he's like,
you can't tell me, mate, that Harvey Elliott instead of Evan Gasson yesterday wouldn't have been better.
No. But we arguably need an actual striker. Now more than we need a Harvey Elliott.
I think Emery knows that, mate. As much as people come at me with Watkins, if you look at last year, Watkins was not used in the big games. Emery went desperately in January to find and do the deals of Rashford and Asensio, and Ollie didn't get a look in those big games. He just wasn't, because he knows that actually at the top level, Ollie's not good enough. As much as all the stuff he brings to the table, and a phenomenal human, really seems like a great guy. Would love to meet him and chat to him about his decisions and all that kind of stuff and get really insight to it. He's going to hate me, but that's fine. One day, Ollie, our paths will cross. If you ever tune into every week we follow, nothing but love, mate. So the criticism is supposed to be constructive. It's not personal. I promise. Yeah. You could say a hell of a lot worse. Look at me. I'm in a fucking bedroom with a curtain hanging for the thing. It's absolutely fine. I think going forward, but it's interesting because after the game in Emery's post-match interview, he said, because he was asked about Ian Maatsen and Marlon scoring, and he went, yes, Ian Maatsen scoring, Ollie Watkins is scoring, and I went, hopefully that's wrong. He scored one goal in 31 appearances, mate.
Scoring.
What are you talking about? And I don't know if it very much felt like, or better mention Ollie as one of our strikers. Do you know what I mean? When I would have
he's probably just looking at it, just going, he just needs the confidence, and he just needs and so he's just continually trying to push his confidence. But I mean, we've got next up, obviously, Bournemouth. Very tough game. That I don't know how we're going to line up for that one. We'll have the preview coming out for that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I know you're speaking to some Bournemouth fans later today.
I am.
What does he do with that? Because I mean, this was obviously quite a rotated team. Do you think he just goes back to what we had against Liverpool and against?
I think we go back at home. I expect watching Bournemouth last week against Man City. They ain't going to give a fuck. They're coming to play. will ultimately.
I think that'll be good, though. I think that'll be good for us, though.
Well, it will be good for us, but at the same time, the Bournemouth manager is a good manager, and he may well go, actually, sit back first 10, 15 minutes, like invite the pressure on and hit him on the counter-attack. Because anyone with any sense will look at that game yesterday and go, play the low block against Villa because they do not move the ball quick enough, and we can get in on the counter-attack. And against Semenyo and other players like that, mate, Bournemouth, I know they lost because they were a bit defensively naive against Man City with Haaland. They left him 2 1-on-1. Right? That's risky, isn't it? And he punished them. But the way they played in the first 10, 15 minutes of that game, they fucking went at Man City.
Yeah, they looked really good.
And were unlucky. They had a goal ruled out for offside. They equalised straight away. And they just went for it all game. So I hope they do that because that plays into our strengths, right? It will allow us to play through those lines, get Rodgers involved. It would be I think if Tielemans is ready to start, mate, if that was a cameo, get it, because that kind of like appearance is what we have been missing because he moves the ball. He moves the ball.
It's amazing that we've never really said before we're going, just need Tielemans back. I was kind of sitting because I think earlier in the season we even had Tielemans, right? Like very early on in the season, and even he wasn't doing it.
No,
but I think there was so much going on in the background that just affected the players.
Even McGinn said that in his interview for his contract. I don't know if you saw that. He said basically there's a lot going on over the summer. Hopefully we've sorted that out now. And I asked the club if we could sort out my contract once it all died down, and that's what they've honoured. And I feel really pleased that they've done that, and they've not forgotten. Because in football it's difficult to know who to trust these days. That's what he says, right? Ooh. So and. You know, so we won't know what's going on until fucking years from now, right? When it will all be when Emery's gone, and we'll find out what. I'm bookmarking this, mate, because I want to know what the fuck happened in the summer, right? Where it's all gone Pete Tong. I'm desperate to know, right? So, that's it. It's on there. So it's down to us now to get these players back fit and keep them fit, and we could have a really strong end to the season. Like we end middle. This is the big important part now. We've got this. Next month of football is huge. We've got some big games, the European stuff. Like we've got young boys and Basel, like young boys at home, Basel away in December. December's such a tough month. So these players coming back is the right time. They just need to hit the ground running. But it really give me something to be hopeful for with Tielemans because it looks like he's ready already. Like yesterday, and that's what I put in my analysis review about him. Class is permanent. Like you might be out thing, but you just go back to it. You don't need 5 games to get back to the pace of it. You're just fucking good enough. And when you're good enough, and he's good enough.
He's
good enough. Is he good enough? He's definitely good enough. Definitely good enough. Do you think he's good enough, James?
Is he good enough? Are you sure? One thing I was going to say is I just hope we don't have the Emery December lull.
I knew you were going to say that. You fucking just ruined everything, don't you?
Well, it's happened every season.
I know.
It's happened every season, and it worries me. I mean, obviously we've got like 3 weeks until that, but like,
mate, I know because I nearly broke my mother-in-law's TV on Boxing Day last year when we lost 3-0 to Newcastle, and that fucking Anthony Twatty Taylor sent Duran off for nothing. Even the VAR. Have you seen that audio footage? Yeah, I think it's a yellow. It's not intentional. Oh no, it's a red. Yeah, but what are you basing that on? No, it's definitely a red. Mate, it sounds like you're cheating. No, it's definitely a red. He's definitely fucking doing that essentially. Oh, fuck off, you prick. How was your still referee?
Anyway, but yeah, we will see. Only time will tell. I know you've got to go. So obviously we will have a Bournemouth preview coming out tomorrow, and then we'll have the Bournemouth post-match coming out on Monday. It's all go at the moment. It's there's a lot of content happening. So watch this space.
The way we like it, keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing. Check us out on TikTok as well. Just kind of, we need you for the journey. Like, hype, subscribe if you like it. Let us know in the comments if you've got any suggestions what we want to do. But like I say, it's hectic, but it's got to be done, mate. It's all fun, isn't it?
Exactly.
And overall, Gaz's final thought: professional performance yesterday wasn't brilliant. Tempo needs to be higher. Hopefully, we can bring that against Bournemouth. But that's something like 28 games at home undefeated, or only one loss in 28 games, and that was Crystal Palace. You can't beat them, right? And that is at home is fucking awesome, right? It's becoming a fortress, Villa Park. We just need to get the crowds back and singing, and hopefully, I'm expecting a big reaction from Sunday for the crowd. Like I expect to be a full house, and they expect us to fucking get that place rocking because it's going to be a difficult game. But
I
hope
won't be going, unfortunately. So maybe hopefully you can get someone else in my seat.
Oh, mate, what are you doing? Look, you've been away.
No, I can't, it's not my fault. I can't help it. Jess, I got Jess tickets to go see 5. And so she's going to see 5 in Leeds.
You came at me for going to see Mariah Carey.
I'm not going.
You're
I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. So she's going to see 5 on Saturday. She's going to see 5. She's going to see 5 Saturday night, staying over in Leeds. I'm looking after Henry. And then she's not going to be back till...
You bring Henry to Pete. Let Sam look after Henry. Come the game and then go home.
No, that's not happening. I'll be at the next game, which is...
You can see people unsubscribing now. James is not really a Villa fan, puts his family first.
I think my next game's Young Boys. I think my next game's Young Boys. I think that's...
Oh, well, of course you'll be back for that.
Great. Right, on that note, sing us out, mate.
Mate, as always, it's been a pleasure. Great to have you back, dude. I've missed it. Oh, he's gone. And as always, every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. We'll see you tomorrow, people. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
I've done it. We've gone.
End it. Bye. Goodbye.